Silo and the Moonglow Seed. In the village of Whir, everyone was always in a hurry. But no one was faster or more impatient than a boy named Silo. Silo wanted his breakfast before he was awake, and his birthdays to happen every week. One morning, he ran into the garden where his grandmother, Ilian, was calmly tending to the soil. "Grandmother, why does the garden take so long to grow?" he shouted. Ilian smiled and reached into her pocket. She pulled out a single seed. It wasn't shiny or golden. It was dull, gray, and shaped like a lumpy pebble. "This is a moonglow seed, Silo," she said softly. "It is the most beautiful flower in the world, but it cannot be rushed. Would you like to try growing it?" Silo snatched the seed, his eyes wide with excitement. Silo found the sunniest spot in the garden. He dug a hole, plopped the seed in, and covered it with a mountain of dirt. Then he sat down. He waited for 1 minute. He waited for 2. "Grow," he commanded, but the dirt stayed flat and silent. Silo tapped his foot, certain that the flower was simply being stubborn. By the next morning, Silo was finished with waiting. He grabbed a heavy garden trowel and prepared to dig the seed back up. "If it won't grow, I'll find a seed that will," he cried. Just as the metal blade touched the earth, Ilian's hand stopped him. "The earth is a mother, Silo," she whispered. "You cannot wake a baby before it is ready." Silo sighed and dropped the trowel. "But how do I know it's even doing anything?" he asked. Ilian sat him down on a nearby bench. "Some things need whispers and waiting," she explained. Beneath the dark soil, the seed is finding its strength. It is drinking the cold water and dreaming of the sun. You must give it your time, not just your water. For many days, Silo practiced the whispers and waiting. Every morning, he carried a heavy blue watering can to the spot. He didn't shout, he didn't dig, he simply poured the water and hummed a low, quiet tune. Sometimes his arms felt tired and the sun felt too hot, but he remembered Ilian's words about the seed's secret dreams. One Tuesday, something changed. A tiny pale green sliver poked through the surface. It was no bigger than a fingernail, but Silo felt like he had discovered a treasure chest. He didn't run to pull it up or scream for it to grow faster. He simply knelt in the grass and smiled. "Hello," he whispered. That night, a great storm rolled over the village of Whir. Thunder shook the windows and rain lashed against the trees. Silo lay in bed, worrying about his tiny sprout. He ran out into the dark garden, the rain soaking his clothes. He found the sprout shivering in the wind, nearly washed away by the puddles. Suddenly, a warm lantern light appeared. Ilian was there, carrying a basket of smooth river stones. Together, they worked in the mud. They didn't speak, they just moved in rhythm. Silo realized that protecting something was just as important as planting it. By the time they finished, a sturdy little wall surrounded the plant. Weeks turned into a month. The plant didn't grow like a normal flower. It grew into a tall, winding vine with leaves that looked like hammered silver. Silo watched it every day. He learned to notice the way the dew sat on the leaves and how the vine curled toward the light. He wasn't in a hurry anymore. He was curious. Finally, under the light of a full moon, the vine began to tremble. A large bud at the very top unfurled slowly, petal by petal. It didn't just bloom, it glowed. The flower was as white as snow and cast a soft, pearly light across the entire garden. Silo and Ilian stood back in awe. The air smelled of honey and midnight air. "It's perfect," Silo whispered. He realized that if he had dug it up or rushed it, this magic would never have happened. Silo was still the fastest boy in Whir when he needed to be, but he knew a secret now. The best things in life don't happen now, they happen when they are ready. He sat beneath his moonflower and enjoyed the quiet.